much money as possible for the Napa Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. Come to Broadcast Central. Field is doubled up and crossed over. Lights from Wheelan Engineering are flashing atop the pace car. Look for those lights to be turned off. At Race Central, Director of Race Operations Tom Fox and Scott Tapley are there looking over to keep the playing field fair. On the starter stand, Chris Scambato and Mike Helberg, as we're ready, moments away from getting to go green here on Napa Fall Final Sunday. There is the clenched white flag in the air, an indication telling him to tighten it up. He addresses the men in the front row, stares them down, and gives them the evil eye, Matt. It is showtime here at Stafford, and throughout this season, the banner that we're auctioning off says, "Welcome to the show." And ladies and gentlemen, all of you here tonight, we welcome and thank you for being so supportive. We have worked our hearts out as a team. The competitors, everybody involved, the Ferrut family, NASCAR, and everybody to put on this show for you. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Auto Racing, Matt Buckler, will bring the field to green for the first feature of Napa Fall Final Sunday.
Wayne Curry on the outside of the front row will have to deal with the hammer, Rich Hammond, as they will cross the line almost simultaneously, but Hammond will beat everybody into the second corner.
While that's happening, Marquise goes down through the center of the infield with car number 55. Down the back straightaway, side-by-side racing at the point, Rich Hammond and Wayne Corey Jr. All of a sudden, Matt, you called it, the color green looks racy, and it is car number 4 for Butler, who quickly darts to the outside, moves into the top 5.
And also an early factor, Joel Monahan in car number 03, as he tries to torpedo his way underneath Corey, is having a very difficult time competing the move. And also in the mix is Michael Wray in car number 42.
Wray is a man possessed to get to the front. Every position means points. He not only would like to secure the title, but at least move closer in the final point chase. Side-by-side racing, the battle for second. Wray takes a dip to the inside, comes off the turn like a rocket. Here comes Tom Fearn. He's got some giddy up. Car number 92 is coming forward. He'll follow Butler off turn 4.
Josh Wood making a good move to pick up a position. So here comes Wray trying to dive bomb his way underneath Corey, and he is ready to excavate his way into second, and now he'll be going after the hammer, Rich Hammond.
Joe Monahan gets a little crossed up coming off that second turn. He drops back 3 positions. Bid for the lead, black and orange. And off the turn, car 42 by inches at the line. It is still Hammond in timing and scoring, but for how long? Here comes Wayne Corey Jr., car number 10. It makes its presence known. Butler is up to 4. Here comes Tom Fearn. Challenge for second, Matt.
And it is Corey trying to stick his nostrils underneath Hammond's car. They rampage off the corner. It's Wayne Corey in second, and there is room underneath Hammond for Tommy Butler.
No question about it. Butler still looks racy, like days of old. He moves into the 3rd spot. Here comes Fearn. Slipped up the racetrack just a bit. He now moves into the 4th position. Meanwhile, Hammond drops back to 5. Here comes Josh Wood. Cam McCorda is there as they start to work their magic and head to the front. 6 of 30 laps now down.
Well, Josh Wood's car is hooked up to go on the inside as he is able to whiplash his way underneath Hammond. So a good move by Wood to infiltrate the top 5. Tommy Fearn looks like he is pretty quick today, but he has only picked up 1 position since the start of the race.
They're side-by-side racing a little further back, Matt. All of a sudden, the car that was running up front, Hammond, is slip-sliding towards the back of the field. Cam McCorda now moves in, takes over
Contact
6
between
spots.
Corey and Hammond.
They come together, and now Hammond's car drifts up the racetrack. Here comes Glenn Reen. Here comes the Magnum, Michael Bennett. They almost come together as they come off turn 4.
And Butler is able to get underneath Corey. So Tommy Butler is in second, And look at Tommy Fearn as he tries to rabble-rouse his way underneath Corey, and he is able to do it.
The tail that wags the dog there is Josh Wood with car number 17. Wood goes to the inside, picks up a spot. Gambacorta stays right there with him as Wayne Corey's car seems to, well, literally slow just a bit. Down the back straightaway, caution is out. Scott Cook's machine, car number 27, underneath the Hoosier Marcus Communication.
Aggression, so to speak, to get up to the front and try to win this championship.
So I just told them what we saw coming out on the track, that the outside was a little lighter than the inside, and I told him during hot laps just to check and make sure that outside groove was good or as good as he could go so he'd be comfortable on the start.
Well, they're getting ready to go back under the green flag, but I'm sure you've seen it from your perspective, guys, but Michael Wray not leaving anything out on the table here tonight. He wants to do everything he can to take home the championship.
Joe, what you should know, he turned the fastest lap of the race. It didn't come on lap 1. It came on lap number 9, believe it or not. Matt, you called it. Butler with that number 4 car was going to be a factor. Lap on the scoreboard, 9 laps is the correct number of laps completed of 30. Matt, here they come.
This is going to be a very interesting restart as Butler tries to hang with Michael Wray, and Wray, like a laser beam, moves back in front, and Butler is content to be perched on his back bumper.
No question about it. He settles in. Tom Fearn's up to the 3rd spot, and Josh Wood's in position number 4. Gambacorta is coming into the top 5.
Around
comes
goes
together
Reen.
with Reen, and Reen will tag the wall to the top side of the racetrack underneath the Napa Auto Parts billboard between turns 3 and 4. And you can see the damage done to the nose of that race car as he and Bennett were Fearn contending for the title. Josh Wood. Row number 3, Wayne Corey and Gambacorta. Row number 4, it will be the number 52 of Mike Mordino and Michael Bennett, the Magnum. Then it'll be Monahan behind him with the number 03 car. And alongside of Monahan, we believe it will be, looks like the Rich Hammond machine will be starting next there. Matt Buckler, here they come. Wheeling Engineering lights are off. They're underneath the Napa Towers here at Stafford. There is the green.
And it is a showdown between Wray and Butler. And once again, Michael Wray wins the battle.
Look at Wayne Corey. He needed a little cool down on those tires, Matt, because all of a sudden he's going like Jack the Bear down the back straightaway. Fearn took a peek at the inside, but it was Butler who went just a little bit higher to the outside groove. Off the turn, down into 1. It is still Butler, but he's got a tough job of holding off Tom Fearn. Fearn's found an opening, Matt, turn 2.
And he is trying to turbo his way underneath Turbo Tom. They are even heading into turn 3, but by the time they leave the corner, it is Tom Fearn with a slight advantage.
Slight advantage becomes a huge advantage as they work their magic to the bottom of turn number 1. It is still Fearn into 2nd. Here comes Corey, here comes Wood. All of a sudden, Gambacorta breaks away, and Michael Bennett battles with Mordino. Monahan is right there as well.
And Michael Wray has a huge, imposing lead over Tommy Fearn and the rest of his pals, as that was a time of 21:028 for Michael Wray, the fastest in the field.
Certainly is, and Wray continues to pull away. Meanwhile, look at Wood. He steps out of line, looking for a dancing partner as he makes his magic known. Back off turn number 4, creating, there comes Wood. He's up to the 4th position.
And Wood is all by his lonesome in 4th place, but all by his lonesome in the lead. The DMW graphics car of Michael Wray, as he is leading by the length of the George Washington Bridge over Tommy Fearn.
And he is gone in a zip code of his own. Meanwhile, Tom Fearn is right there. He knows that's the comfort zone. But Fearn is a true racer. He's not just coming here to run for a title. He's coming here to win races. Look at Wood now. Continues to literally tap at the back bumper of the Butler number 4 car. Down the back straightaway, another good battle is going on. Mordino is looking racy. He moves in and tries to contend right there with the Wayne Corey car, but look at Michael Bennett and Joel Monahan.
And here comes Wood as he gets underneath Tommy Butler to move into 3rd. Gambacorta tried to make the same move, but Butler shoved the door. Look at the 17 of Josh Wood going after the 92 of Fearn. That is a battle for second place.
Josh Wood had one of those seasons he said he'd like to forget. It was filled with highs and lows as he now is on the podium with car number 17. Gambacorta starts to work over the 4 of Butler. Remember, Gambacorta was out a couple of weeks, and now he returns to the competition. And Matt, I think he looks stronger than ever.
And you know his track record, he usually gets better during the final 10 laps. Right now, he is trying to nose his way underneath Tommy Butler. He's halfway there looking for more.
They come off the turn. They are door handle to door handle. But down the back straightaway, guess what? Butler takes it in just a bit deeper. But Gambacorta, he steps on the gas. They call that forward fight. And Gambacorta will now move up a spot and closer. Kevin Gambacorta sets in fourth. Butler drops back to 5. Wayne Corey is next in the conga line there. Marquez will slow on the backstretch. Off turn number 4, the bullet of the event is Michael Wray. Car 42 is gone up front.
Took the lead early, and now he leads by about the length of Long Island Sound over Tommy Fearn. This is a typical Kevin Gambacorta race. He was very quiet in the beginning, and he is getting very rowdy right now.
He continues to do just that. Meanwhile, we look back through the field. We've got some other little mini wars going on. Joel Monahan is also looking very racy. He's come back to like trouble now. Turn number 4. Hammond goes spinning. They come down off the racetrack. Verrecchio is involved, and Hammond will spin like a clock. We are under yellow. Racy. Meanwhile, they reset the field here. Wood is in the second row with Gambacorta. Butler and Corey makes up the third row. Bennett and Monahan, row number 4. Then it is the Chase Cook machine and the number 11 car. That, of course, will be alongside. That is Tyler Leary. Matt?
And don't forget to get your Pit Stopper program. Among the prizes, we are giving away tickets to the Goody 500 in Martinsville, Virginia. So get your Pit Stopper program so you can be eligible.
10 to go as they fire them back up and go green flag racing here at Stafford for the Napa Fall Final Late models. Into turn number 1, Wray looks racy, and here comes Josh Wood, the color blue. Bottom of the racetrack, moves to the inside of Tom Fearn, makes his magic known as they work their magic as they trundle back to the line.
And Josh Wood has his car hooked up to work the bottom groove. So let's see if he can get close enough to Michael Wray to make things interesting. Fearn is in third, then Butler. And now coming out of nowhere is Michael Bennett. And the Magnum is about to infiltrate the top 5.
Well, he has worked his magic, moves into the top 5 in the Mastiff Armory-sponsored car. Meanwhile, back up front, it's still Wray. But the times reflect the story. Last time by, Michael Wray turned to 21.028, and Josh Wood turned to 21.200. So he is closer and is starting to move in. Butler is there. Bennett is up to the 5th spot. Trouble now. Leary gets crossed up from the 99 of Chase Cook, and we have another caution of the event in the late models. So he knows his business, and it's showing here today.
And Jerry Marquis had a lot of pro stock battles with Tommy Fearn back in their Riverside Park days. So we talked to Jerry, the Grand Marshal of the Napa Fall Final, and he is quite familiar with Tom Fearn and what he is capable of doing.
He certainly is. Lights are off on the safety vehicle. They're telling Hammond to pick up the pace just a bit. This isn't over with yet. 7 circuits remaining. And remember, we talk about this all the time, Matt and I. It isn't just about the title. It's competitor trouble on the backstretch. Hammond's car literally slams the outside wall. Weirdly enough, he came off the turn. Something had to break or a tire had to blow because he stepped on the gas and it suddenly took an evil right and slammed the wall underneath the Sherman-Williams sign about, halfway down the back straightaway here at Stafford. So something definitely broke there, Matt.
The word we got from our spotter, Mark Warnack, is that a tire imploded on that number 28 car. And maybe there is problems with Rich. Hopefully he is okay. As you said, it was a Richter scale type hit on the back wall. And hopefully the hammer is okay.
Understatement. I think he has won titles in the Dares, in the Limiteds. We've seen him compete at other racetracks like Waterford and Monadnock. He has won wherever he's went. He is a double dipper this weekend. He's coming out in the SK Modifieds as well.
Yeah, he'll be in the 01 car in the SKs. Now, Josh Wood, early in the season, the knock on him, he was tough in the beginning of the races, but tailed off at the end. During the second half of the season, I think the opposite is true. His best laps are near the end of the race.
Yes, they are.
So Michael Wray is going to have a handful here to hold off Josh Wood.
Here they come, thundering off turn number 4. 7 laps, 3.5 miles, and counting. Look at Wood. Wray looked like a rocket earlier. Will he have just enough giddy up to get ahead and down the back straightaway? And he does. All of a sudden, Tom Fearn sees an opening, and Michael the Bennett, the Magnum, is showing he's not to be left out of this dance as he now moves into the 4th spot, and he's all over Wayne Corey now. Comes back to life. He'll try to make the move on Bennett.
Corey, good on the short runs, is leaning on Bennett as he is on his way to moving into the top 4. Bennett is 5th. And once again, nobody has an answer for Michael Wray.
Michael Wray is in the lead and pulling away as he continues to dominate the racing action up front. 5 laps remaining in this one. Meanwhile, Fearn settles back into 2nd. Wood still in the 3rd spot. Now, just as you predicted it, Matt, it appears that Corey's car, the more laps run under green, the car starts to go away just a bit. Gambacorta is also coming to the front, and Bennett is there as a factor as well.
And Joe Monahan trying to make a move as he has perched himself behind the 52 of Mordino. But here comes Michael Wray looking for a big payday, and right now he leads by an 18-wheeler over Tommy Fearn.
A good side-by-side racing further back in the field. Gambacorta just pulled off a bottom shot move underneath Michael Bennett. And while that was happening, Joel Monahan moved down underneath Mordino. 27 complete. The countdown continues to a title and the final late model full fender frenzy event of 2016 Napa style from the Stafford Motor Speedway. 2 circuits remaining, 1 mile left, Matt.
Michael Wray trying to win the battle. Tommy Fearn is trying to win the war. Wray looking for his 2nd win of the season as he is able to roller coaster his way into turn number 4. And 2nd is a battle, the question mark hovering over Tommy Fearn and Josh Wood. 1 lap remaining in the late model season.
Final circuit, the countdown of 2016 is about to go into the record books. Michael Wray leads him into turn number 3 for the final time this season off turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll bring them back to the line. From Northford, Connecticut, Michael Wray will take down the win. Tommy Fearn will take down the title to finish in 2nd. Josh Wood will finish in 3rd. Wayne Corey to finish in the decided winner of today.
Michael Wray in Napa Victory Lane. Michael, so strong in the early stages. You dominated this event. You'll win the race, come up a little bit shy in the championship. What a way, though, to end your season.
Yeah, man, I can't even describe it. I was sitting in the back. I was almost ready to go home. I mean, I got to give a shout out to the Stafford crews, man. Did a heck of a job cleaning this track off. And yeah, I mean, the car was hooked. We took it to Jay Stewart a couple weeks ago. He hooked us up good. Dave Miller from Auto Machine, man, he killed the power once again. Torino Services, Kennedy's on site. Everyone that helps you out. My boy Kyle, he's been spotting all year. He's doing a heck of a job. Before the race, he said he was spotter of the year. I'd have to agree. There's everyone that gets me here.
That's Michael Wray. He has won the Napa Fall Final here tonight in late model competition. Josh Wood came home in 3rd tonight. Josh, recap your season here, finishing it off on the podium.
Yeah, it feels good. First, I want to congratulate Tom Fearn for his championship. It's well deserved. We had our ups and downs this year. At least we finished on a high road. We got 2 wins this year. Can't thank my guys enough for all the support and all the help. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully next year it brings us some more luck. I want to thank everybody, all our sponsors, Rattle Machine, Flamingo Motorsports, CNS Engineering, Sam's Welding, Jack's Auto Body, all the crew guys, especially my dad, Bobby, Matt, Ernie, Richie, Jordan. They come week in, week out and help us out. And everybody else, all the fans that decided to show up here on a rainy day, shows dedication to them. And of course, Mark Rue, Hoosier Tire, Sunoco Racefields.
Well, Josh, it's been fun to watch you guys race all season long. Good luck in the off-season and a solid third-place finish. The celebration continues on here with Michael Wray in Napa Victory Lane. In a moment, our champion, Tommy Fearn, will roll that car into the black and white. We'll have a chance to honor our late model champion.
And while you have a minute, don't forget to purchase a Pit Stopper program because we have our best prizes of the season. One of the prizes, tickets for the Goodies 500 in Martinsville, Virginia. So if you want to do a little traveling to go to Martinsville, we can make it happen for you, as tickets to the Goodies 500 is just one of our prizes today in the lucky numbers. So this is the last time this year we'll play the lucky numbers, so you could be a winner, but the only way you can guarantee that is by purchasing your Pit Stopper program.
Certainly is, and don't forget, we have a high bid, $215 for that banner, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund from Napa. Let's go down to Joe Koss and the 2016 late model champion here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Joe Koss, a deserving team as well.
Absolutely. We talked about the history of Tommy Fearn here at this racetrack. Longtime pro stock competitor, always had a lot of success in full body competition. And, you know, when he made the transition to late models, the cars were just a little bit different. And he said over the past couple of years, the way the rules have changed, it has certainly changed to feel more like a pro stock. He said the way this car handles out on the racetrack, the way it drives. He said more than anything, the chassis came to me. This year, he had 7 wins. Last year, 10 wins. And here he comes. Out of the race car, your 2016 late model champion, Tommy Fearn. Tommy, simply a remarkable year. You are now the champion, a long time coming here in this division. How good does it feel to finally knock one off in the late models?
It feels great, man. I'm glad all these fans stayed for the race. Man, it's just been a long year. I guess it's been a long time since I won a championship, but this one makes it even better. I guess a lot of great competition here. Mike Wray there, man, he was with us all year long, and we couldn't make a bad mistake because he would have taken over a point lead. So hey, I got to thank my guys and my crew. My wife, the one race she couldn't be here tonight, but thanks to her. Sean Waddell spotted for me tonight since she wasn't here, but you know, Safeco Foam, King Ward's Coach Lines, Whip Sporting Goods, Sun Valley Fire Equipment, Sarah Ford, all those guys, you know, Guns and Gear, Holly's Auto Repair. You know, I got to take a shout out to some of our smaller sponsors here, you know, Sunoco Race Fuels, Hoosier Tires, Independent Wheel. You know, it takes a lot to get these cars out here every week on the track, and Joe Ham builds the chassis on this car. Ray Auto Machine does the motor, Donnie, thank you. My father does transmission, Buzzy does the rear end. Man, like I said, it's a whole bunch of people that really help out and be able to get us here. And, you know, week after week we've been consistent, and it really paid off. And earlier in the year I was told if I finished every lap I should be in contention for the championship, and we finished every lap this year. So it just goes to a great crew that got behind me, and I can't thank them enough. And, you know, Ben Dodge and Matt Buckler up there, their play-by-play is great, so we got to thank them also.
All right, that's Tommy Fearn, your 2016 champion of Stafford's late models.
Congratulations goes out to the championship team here at the Stafford Motor Speedway while they continue to take